Hi guys, Ashra the Demon here, and in this video I'm here to talk about Basil Hawkins. Now, let me cut to the chase. I believe that Basil Hawkins is an ally to the pirate, samurai, ninja, Mink alliance. There are two reasons for which I believe Hawkins is an ally to the Straw Hat pirates. The first one is his devil fruit. Now, he has the perfect devil fruit to act as a double agent. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, the main ability Hawkins has shown us so far is that he can create straw dummies. And these dummies, when destroyed, will transfer all the damage it has taken to one of Hawkins' soldiers. Now, in this case, Hawkins' soldiers are actually Kaido's soldiers. So each time one of Hawkins' straw dummy gets destroyed, it is one of Kaido's soldiers who get destroyed. So in turn, he's actually cutting down Kaido's forces when his straw dummies are taking damage. Now, the same actually goes even for Hawkins. Hawkins also can keep taking damage and transfer all this damage to one of Kaido's underlings. Now, Hawkins can keep reducing Kaido's soldiers and nobody will question him. Not Kaido, not any of the calamities, nor even the Shogun himself, because he has shown that this is his Devil Fruit ability and this is how it works. And since he's using it freely, I can infer that Kaido has approved of his ability. And when Kaido eventually finds out that Hawkins could be a double agent, that time Hawkins could have reduced Kaido's forces quite considerably. Now, Oda could have given this ability to quite a few other people. For instance, Pika, where Pika could have used stone golems to fight his fight against Zoro. But he didn't. This suggests that Oda has something big for Hawkins to use this ability. Now, the other ability which Hawkins has is the use of magical cards. And this is something which Hawkins cannot completely control. Now, Hawkins can actually use this ability to keep drawing bad cards to help Luffy and Law instead of actually defeating them. And he could tell Kaido and the others that Luffy just has better luck. That's the reason why I'm drawing these bad cards and just blame it on him. This way, he can actually be harming Kaido instead of helping them, and they can't actually see it until it's too late. Now, I believe that Hawkins has already done this once. He allowed Luffy and Zoro to escape. Yes, he picked up the pursuit card Hierophant, but there is another side to Hierophant, which is it is a support card which allowed Zoro and Luffy to escape by getting help from someone. Yes, this someone was Zoro, and Hawkins didn't have any control on that. But Hawkins knew that by picking up this card, there was a very good chance that Luffy and Zoro will escape, and he allowed them to do so. Now, based on these abilities, I believe that Hawkins would make for an ideal double agent, and I don't think Oda would want to pass on that. Now, the second reason why I believe Hawkins could be a double agent is this panel right here. Now, in this panel, we can see four people, namely Law, Luffy, Hold'em, and Hawkins. Now, the expressions of Luffy and Hold'em here is justified because they are going to fight each other. Now, both Law and Hawkins have the same expression, that is, they are worried. And you can somewhat justify it for Law because Law does not want his position to be compromised here, and he does not want Kaido to find out that both Luffy and Law have arrived in his territory. I mean, the same cannot be said about Hawkins though. Him being worried here doesn't really make any sense. I'm pretty sure that Hawkins does not have so much love to Hold'em that he's actually worried that Luffy's gonna annihilate him. Yes, there's one more reason why he could be worried, and that is If Kaido finds out that Luffy has beaten Hold'em, Kaido might actually get angry at Hawkins. But I don't think this really is that good a reason for him to be worried about. But if the reason why Hawkins is worried is the same as Law, then it kind of makes sense. I mean that Hawkins here is actually worried that Kaido will find out about Law and Luffy being in this territory. Now, I think Law and Hawkins have already met each other off screen. I think that Law has convinced Hawkins to join him in this fight against Kaido. I mean, Law has already been in this territory for quite a while now. At least he's been there for a week or so. This is a long enough time for Law to have met Hawkins and convince him. Now, when Luffy landed in Wano, he actually beat up some of Kaido's underlings and escorted Tama to safety. So when Hawkins learned of Kaido's missing soldiers, he actually told his underlings not to report it to Kaido yet, until he goes there and personally examines as to what has happened to those soldiers. So one of these reasons could be that he does not want um, any information about Luffy and Law to leak to Kaido. Now, Hawkins did not really have a choice when it came to him joining Kaido's crew. I mean, Kaido was in front of him, he had beaten up Kid, and he would have been the next in line if Hawkins had defied him. So he made the logical choice of survival there, which is to join Kaido's crew. I think based on this, you can make a fair guess that Hawkins is actually looking for a way out of Kaido's crew. And when Law came to him and told him about this plan, I think he reluctantly agreed because he also wants to get out of the crew. Now, from a story point of view, if Hawkins joins Law, then Law will find a way to communicate to Kid, maybe even Killer, and even Drake, and he could make more allies out of them. And this could really help in the fight against Kaido, because the final fight against Kaido is definitely not going to be just Luffy versus Kaido. Luffy will have some allies, and these allies could be all the Captain Supernovas, or it could be just Luffy, Law, and Kid versus Kaido. Now, based on these two reasons, I believe that Hawkins has already joined Luffy and Law, or he will join Luffy and Law in the future. Now, before I end this video, I would like you guys to see this panel here. In this panel, Hawkins tells that the probability of Luffy surviving to the end of this month is 19%. Now, end of this month, that is close to 1 month or maybe even 2-3 days to 1 month, is a long time in One Piece timeline. I mean, Reverie is gonna end in 5 or 6 days. So at the end of this month, Luffy could have already beaten Kaido and gone to the next arc, and he might be facing some other danger there. Maybe the Marines, maybe Blackbeard, anything. So this 19% could actually be referring to that as well. It might not be referring to his fight against Kaido. With this, I'm ending this video. If you have anything to say, please do so in the comment section. If you like this video, please do like it. And if you want to be notified for my future content, please do subscribe. This is Ashra the Demon signing off. Bye bye, guys.